Hello, we have developed a web application for the simulation of two very important networking protocols in computer and data networks: the network address translation and the address resolution protocol. So what you're seeing here is the home page, which encompasses the two protocols. Now, one of the prerequisites for the web application that we have developed is that it needs to be run on Mozilla Firefox. So let us begin with the address resolution protocol. So this is the interface for the address resolution protocol. As you can see that we'll be making use of 5 computers. There are additional features of adding a hub and adding edges, and we can run the simulation. Also, since we'll be simulating packets, the request packet would be in blue color, response packet in green, and the IP packet in black. So let's begin. So here, this is your source IP. This is the connection between this would be to the hub, and from the hub would be the connections to the remaining 4 PCs. So we add our computers, and we add our hub. So an important point to note here is that the first computer that you got here is your source IP. Now you may not be aware of the source IP of the IPs of the other PCs, but it's important to note that the first computer that you choose has to be connected to the hub, and then when you're adding an edge, it has to be from the hub to the subsequent PCs. So add your edge, click on 2 objects to connect them, and connect it to the other 4 PCs. Alright, so we are ready to simulate. So right now we just choose our source IP, which was the first PC as I had mentioned before. And now the destination IP can be an IP of any of the other 4 PCs. So let's say we take destination IP of 10.1.1.5. So the simulation would assign a MAC address to the destination IP. As you can see, that is the request packet, and its table has been generated over here. When you press next, the broadcast process should begin. Right, so that marks the end of the broadcast. So now the request packets have been sent to all the PCs, and now it is time to determine which PC would send the response. So accordingly, the response packet table has been generated. As you can see that we can the request packet has been identified by the PC, and its table has been generated over here, and it has been sent back to the source. An important point to note over here is that once you have added the computers in the hub, you can move them only prior to adding the edges. After you add the edges, you cannot move either the hub or the computer. So now the source is ready to send IP packets to its destination, which is 10.1.1.5. And accordingly, the IP table has been generated over here, and it has been sent to the target PC. The target PC is over here. The IP packet has been sent back to the hub, and from the hub it will go back to the source. And that is it. That marks the end of the animation, and the ARP table has been generated over here, where the IP address has been mapped to its appropriate MAC address. So if the user wants to continue to proceed with finding the MAC addresses of the other IP addresses, all he has to do is press on clear, add the computers, add a hub. Again, note that the user can move the computers and the hub only before adding the edges, and as a precaution, it would be wise to let the scroll bar be at the top. We add our edges now. Right. We simulate. Your source IP will still remain the same. And let's choose a different IP address to find its appropriate MAC address. And we begin our simulation, and the process continues as before. As you can see, the IP address, the request packet has been added, and we continue as previously, and the process is repeated, and that is it. That is your address resolution protocol. Thank you.